Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to funnel and how to do it effectively. So, in a sense, funneling is getting your troops to the middle and not having them go outside the base. So you get most of your firepower in the middle, which is commonly where most of the loot is. Most of the times you don't want to do this with a barge unless for some reason you're using barge instead of war. Barge is more to grab stuff on the outside. This is to help grab stuff on the inside. So first things first, you want to make sure that none of your troops go to the corner and get separated. So now I'm going to place in my giants, which are going to take out buildings on both sides, so that whenever I place any troop around that area, they'll be attracted to the middle, because the sides will not have buildings. This is important. In most raids, this is what you want to do. You want to bring at least a few troops to help you. So, what I do is I commonly use a couple wizards and a couple giants to take out some of the buildings. And so as you can see now, most of all my troops are going into the middle, but with wizards it's very hard because they can hit through walls, so oftentimes they will go around. But because there wasn't much defenses, they split up. But that wasn't the funnel's fault, that was just the base design. But it still made it so my king is going to go into the middle and hopefully take out the town hall and the elixir collector. Or else, if I didn't do this, he would walk around the base instead of getting that town hall and not making me lose the raid. So now that we have the successful funnel, as you can see, instead of everything going around, most of my troops have gone to the center, which allowed me to get the town hall and get the loot in the middle much more effectively. This was very successful, and that I'm going to move on to another raid to demonstrate to you guys. The army that I mainly use is giants and wizards. If you guys want to try this out, please use a funnel with it. Funnels are very effective in War 2 because it helps you get the 2 or even the 3 star, which is always important. So now we're going to be looking for a base that is very open, because those are very different in funneling. Bases that are very open, you want to make a very deep funnel, or else your troops will spread out over the entire base. And this is not good, because then they won't go where you want them to go. It's not like Boom Beach, you can't just tell them to go to a certain spot. So, the main difficulties that people have with funnels is oftentimes you will have a troop that can shoot over walls. And so while other troops will go into the middle that are melee, troops with range will shoot over those walls and go around the sides. So this is why it's important to watch carefully for what kind of base it is and how strong of a funnel it should be. If you're using dragons, I suggest using their king on one side and one dragon on the other side. This is very, very effective, as both of those troops and hero is very, very good at taking out side buildings. So I think we found our open base. As you can see, if I was just to spread out my giants and my wizards, they would probably just go into these side compartments and spread out throughout the base. And we don't want that, because then they would get killed. So, I'm going to start funnel on this side with 4 giants and a couple wizards and a heal spell to help absorb the expo. So, the giants are going in on this side with some wizards. And now some barbarians are going to get to take out those buildings. This is going to make it that we're going to get deep into the base without any of the troops going to the sides, or at least most of them. So the rest of the giants are going in now. And now the wizards. And the king is also in. And I'm going to place the rest of my wall breakers because they won't be much use to me in the open base. I'm going to drop a heal spell to keep my giants alive. And now, because of the funnel, the wizards are separating from the giants. And we have a very, very successful raid. This funneling strategy is one of the most important, and many new players don't understand it, and most of the time they will fail a raid. After this, I will show you what happens because of bad funneling. It can be very detrimental to a raid, because oftentimes you might have a town hall with a little bit of health left. In order to get the 2-star or even the 3-star, you need to destroy the town hall. And so what happens is the town hall will have little health, and you need one more hit from a pecker or maybe a couple shots from a wizard. But because you didn't funnel right, a few of those troops went around the side and you would have gotten to a 3-star if it wasn't for that. And so now it's mainly just cleanup now, because the only defense building left is the air sweeper. And so this base is over, and we 3-starred it, all because of funneling, or else our troops would have been split up, and the wizards that aren't as tanky as the giants would have gotten killed. Let's head back, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what happens when you don't funnel right. So my clan just did a war, and I'm going to show you a replay that happened where they attacked our top player. So if we go in here and go ahead and watch, he comes from the top right side, and he doesn't do a great funnel. As you can see on the elixir collector, he does not destroy it, and he does not pretty much destroy anything else. So a couple Valkyries and a P.E.K.K.A, which takes up 35 housing space. So that is a lot wasted on nothing. That's a lot of housing space that was lost. And a lot of Valkyries, which are 8 housing space a piece. So his main army is going into the center, and they are doing very good, but there's still a lot of troops on the side, which would have made this raid a lot easier. And so he almost got the town hall, but sadly for their clan and good for our clan, they did not get it, and it had very low health. And as you can see, there was a jump spell there, so any troop could have gone in there, and he needed maybe 1 or 2 more hits from a P.E.K.K.A. But his P.E.K.K.A went around the side. And that is probably the main reason why you need to funnel.